a Bangladeshi community, and everybody brings with them their perception of what their policing agency is from where they lived. In some countries it's very corrupt. You're going to take this, you're going to put it in YouTube or in your way of communicating to your community, and you're going to let them see that I'm a real person, that I have 4 children just like many of you do, that I want my kids safe at schools and parks and walking up and down the street, and that I want you here in this police station. Maybe we could take a walk through the station and I can show you our community room.
Mr. Black, Matt Black is Police Chief of Olympic Division, LAPD. We are going to ask him some question. How are you, sir?
Good, how are you? Good to see you again.
Good to see you. I have a question. Would you please tell us about yourself? How did you come to police? How long you are doing? Okay.
My father was a policeman for
LAPD,
so I'm what we call second generation police officer. I was raised in a family with police officers. I came on as a police officer at 21 years old and worked my way through the organization, and now I'm here. I have 4 children, and I'm very, very busy with kids and also work.
Okay, what is community policing? What is that?
Well, you know, we have we only have so many police officers, and it's very important for us to work together with the community. We can't have the community fear us. We can't have. We should feel comfortable to be with the community. We should be a welcome member into your community. So
you mean from ethnic group, like?
Well, your community is in Olympic is everybody's community. We want, but yes, your ethnic group. But you know, we are a very diverse community in Olympic, and one of which obviously is the Bangladesh community. And it is our goal to try to find a way that by having very good relationships with you and with your community as well as the rest of the communities around, we would have the ability for us to exchange information and solve crime and to fix the community so that it's a better place to live.
What to do with civilian? How they can solve the problem, crime problem or anything? They don't know nothing about police job or anything.
Well, it's just like anything else. I'm not going to ask you to go run around and tackle bad guys, but what I am going to ask you to do is, you do know who belongs in your neighborhood. So if you know who belongs in your neighborhood, and all of a sudden you see somebody that looks suspicious, you call us and let us know. And then we'll be able to come talk to you, and then you feel comfortable telling us that guy doesn't belong and he went inside that car, and then we'll arrest him. But in the past, if you don't feel comfortable with the police, you'll never call. So that's the partnership that begins. And that's how we start. And then, you know, eventually as people become stronger and more confident, then they can do more things with the police department that can help us.
How long have you been doing the community thing?
Well, you know, we've been trying and have been doing this for at least 20 years, but we haven't done a very good job at it. It has only been until recent that we truly made great strides to partner with our community.
Okay, this thing is within the LA community or all over the United States, the community policing?
No, I mean, I think it's a philosophy, and it's in every community. There's a different policing philosophy. LAPD has embraced that philosophy, and we truly believe in it, and that's why you're here today.
Right. Okay, Mrs. Pan, I'm going to ask you a question. Can you come?
Okay, so as you know, people avoid police or little hesitant to get close to police. And what's your plan to break this ice?
Well, you know, that's a great question, because in many different countries, because we represent so many countries, whether there's, you know, we have a large Korean population, we have a large Latino population, we have a Bangladeshi community, and everybody brings with them their perception of what their policing agency is from where they lived. In some countries it's very corrupt. In some countries it's very abusive. And we, even as an organization in history, have had some rough roads where we've been abusive. But we have been advancing very quickly as a police organization, and we are so much better today than we ever have been. And so the way we break the ice is, this is a perfect example. You're going to take this, you're going to put it in YouTube or in your way of communicating to your community, and you're going to let them see that I'm a real person, that I have 4 children, just like many of you do, that I want my kids safe at schools and parks and walking up and down the street. And that I want you here in this police station. Maybe we could take a walk through the station and I can show you our community room. And how it's decorated to show people to feel comfortable here. This is something that we want people to feel safe talking to us. Because if you don't feel safe talking to us, then you will hide when there's bad guys out there, and you won't ever tell us. So it benefits us to lower crime by communicating with our community.
I have another question. That I have seen few days ago, a police officer is helping a person on freeway changing his flat tire.
Yes.
So how come all these good things about police department doesn't come to the public TV or media?
Well, it's not always the best story, maybe. You know, they only have a certain amount of time to show things, and so you know, they want people to watch their television, and they make the determination as to what they think is good or bad. I will say, in fairness to the media, that they do show some good things. We had a press conference just the other day where we're doing another example how we're reaching out to our community. We're doing a toy giveaway on December 22nd.
Yes,
and so we had a press conference here. And so they showed that to make sure the community understood that that is what the police are doing. We had a carnival out in front to meet and to greet and to get to know our community. And they came for that. So the media does do that. But I'm glad to see that you saw police officers doing the right thing, and that's what this division is very strong on. We want our police officers to do the right thing, to treat people well, to treat people with respect, and serve them, and that's what we do here.
How Bangladeshi community or Bangladeshi media can help community policing?
Well, this is a very good start. I'm grateful to have you here. I was very grateful to meet all of you at the Islamic Center, and we are beginning to have a relationship and to grow together. We have a community police advisory board that meets once a month, where a community comes together and we discuss how we can solve problems in our own community. And I think it would be great for the Bangladeshi community to come and represent at these meetings, and therefore we'd be able to get to know you better. You'll be able to help us to understand maybe there's specific needs about your community that we aren't aware of, and that would be interesting for us. We would like to know that. I know we had some issues with the Latino community where we have this little device that takes fingerprints. It's called Blue Check, and we would ask somebody to put their fingerprint on there, and it will tell us who they are. And they were concerned that we were going to then send them out of the country once we find out that they're not documented. But that was not the case. So we just needed to resolve the misunderstanding. And I'd like to see the Bangladeshi community come and be a big part of this Olympic station.
Okay. And another thing that is about ethnic group or Bangladeshi group involved in police things, policing and everything, you know, part of police.
There's more Latino than we do white people and you know, or Caucasian people. The same with African Americans and with Asians. We do pay very close attention to that. I mean, a good example is this division. We have about a 65% Latinos living here, and about 22% Asian. Our officers that work here, it's almost the same. We're 67% Latino, and we're about 18 to 20% Asian that work here. Well, your English is excellent.
Thank you.
Yeah, excellent.
Thank you.
First of all, welcome to the Olympic Station. I am grateful for this group, for coming to interview me and to ask me questions about me, because I want you to know that this is your community, that you are safe here at this station, that we want you here, that we're interested in what your concerns are, what your problems might be in the community.
I'm come from Bangladesh. I'm like this country, and I like this country police system. It's very nice.